DEEPWEBINTEL, this is the Real Sensitive Guy Hours.
We're coming for you, bro.
We're coming for you, brother. I'm so fucking pissed.
I'm so betrayed.
How fucking dare you?
You went so long making us think the liquid panty dropper was your original meme.
I trusted you.
So confused.
With my subscription, and you lied to me?
I'm sorry I lied to you. It's okay. I did something worse. What? I trusted you.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Real Sensitive Guy Hours. This is episode 29, and I'm your host. It's time for a snack. Brandon, aka SpinShootImpress. To my right, we've got Travis.
Oh my gosh.
What's going on?
Below me is Oliver.
What's up, kids?
And then to my bottom right, last but not least, William Le Conquerant.
What is up, my guys? I have missed you all.
Dude, it's been a minute.
It's been two long weeks.
Yeah.
It's been crazy. It's been a crazy week for all of us.
It's been so nuts. A lot of changes, a lot of bad things, a lot of good things, and the world is in shambles. So let's talk about it.
Some neutral things.
Yeah, I would say, it's a spectrum of our emotions here.
We have the whole spectrum, and we're going to all give it to you guys.
Exclusive.
Exclusive behind the scenes.
Sponsored by Liquid Panty Droppers. It's definitely just apple juice.
True. Shout out to DEEPWEBINTEL, dude.
Imagine if that was the slogan for margaritas. Like, I behold to you, Liquid Panty Droppers. Don't worry, it's just apple juice.
Don't tell my wife. Please, God.
Oh my gosh.
Speaking of wives, where the fucking wives at, dude? I'm
seriously.
I'm in a predicament right now. Okay,
COVID season.
It's open season.
I did
They're quarantined.
and it's COVID
Jesus.
season also.
Yeah, the wives are
Oliver's over here pretty much comparing dating to hunting.
You know how winter time is usually cuffing season because it gets so cold and everybody stays inside?
Are you gonna say summer is hunting season?
Yeah, no, for sure.
Except not in 2020 because we're all forced to stay inside. So it's like
it's always
it's a lot harder, but it's a lot easier to come by now since people are all locked up inside. The dating game is weird now.
True. If you know what ankles to play, I bet you can make it far in the COVID dating world.
Yeah.
Dude, I am dating retarded right now, dude. I don't know what to how do I talk to women?
Bro.
Be yourself, bro.
So for those who don't know,
yourself, bro. Generic advice.
We talked about this before the show. The other night, me and Brandon were on Discord together, and we decided we were both sitting there, and I'm playing games, and Brandon's talking about like analyzing everybody on Tinder. So I pull up Bumble on my PC, and I
do not say the atrocious things that I said because I was pretty destroyed.
Bro, we were both gone, and we were destroying these women's freaking like profiles. Like some of them,
first, bro.
What pisses me off about some girls' dating profiles is if she says she's a free spirit, I'm immediately left swiping.
Or
fuck you.
I don't know how many times Brandon kept saying an astrological like sign, and then he'd be like, it would say the astrological sign, and then it would say like a couple of good things, and then Brandon would be like, yeah, no.
I just hate the sign bullshit in general. Oh my god.
We've talked about this for sure. It's so annoying.
What if
it
like
really
nachos?
Is? And it
what if you what?
If some girl's dating profile literally just says I like nachos,
I respect.
I'd probably swipe on that. I mean, they're being honest.
But just don't be don't be that basic person who's like Taurus, free spirit. Don't swipe right if if you're not 6 foot
friendly.
Also,
friendly.
Also, women don't write paragraphs. I don't know how many paragraphs we ran into last night. No,
not just paragraphs. I'm okay with paragraphs. I think it was more like rants. It was weird.
Yeah, don't rant on your dating profile. That sends a bad first impression. It really does.
Just means you're too into it.
Yes.
I just think there's like social media that you rant on and social media that you date on.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree. Here's the thing. I think when it comes to girls, and you know, there's I'm sure very stern categories for men, and men are trash, whatever, dude.
Hate men.
There are girls who are very hot and are just looking to hook up. There's the 420 friendly girls who are a little edgy.
They're just looking for someone to smoke with.
And then there's like the weird horse girls who are just country. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah.
And then there's the absolute psychopaths that are on.
They all have that North Face camo jacket, right? The
Yep.
like horse country girls.
And
Yes.
their third picture, it's always the third one, exactly, is the one where they're on their horse.
What's wrong with that? They know how to treat a horse. They know how to treat you.
Sometimes there are several.
I'm not a
like the
fucking
horse,
horse.
jumping, the horse running, and then just a pose on the horse.
I'm not a horse, Oliver. I don't want to be treated like a horse.
You work in a town that has a big horse worker population. Sometimes they come in reeking of horse shit, you know?
True.
Just like at the gym today.
Oh my God, dude. Okay, I've got two things to talk about at the gym. One, today there was this dude who just wouldn't shut up on his phone. He was FaceTiming somebody while he was pumping iron.
God. So I went with Brandon today and I was with him on this. Yeah. There was this I don't know what dialect this man had. It had to be like I want to say South African. Like it sounded English a little bit.
All right, I respect it.
But like he was like, we were sitting there, and right as we're leaving, this man has his phone like this, and like we can see the FaceTime, but he's got two other people on the FaceTime with him, and he's just sitting there just doing arm raises, and he's just talking to them, but he's being like so loud. Like he doesn't have headphones connected to the phone. He has headphones connected for music, but not for the phone call. So he's just
Fucking
like,
rude.
he's just screaming
Rude fuck.
in the fucking gym. It was crazy.
And then there's this lady that has been there. She's worked there for so long. I think of her as the Planet Fitness girl. She's this redhead with curly hair. I know.
Is that who it is?
Yes.
I thought I saw her earlier when she was cleaning stuff. And I looked over later and she was like working out. I'm like, is that the same fucking person?
She has gone there for years, dude.
How do you know?
I went to that same gym in like 2015, back in the day when I had my first run-in with the gym.
And
She was doing
there?
the same shit, just doing her little.
She buff?
Yeah,
she
dude,
worked
she
there?
could beat the hell out of me.
That's pretty much okay. That's another thing Brandon kept saying when we were on the Bumble thing last night. Some chicks were just big, and out of nowhere, Brandon's like, she could beat me up.
Dude, I'm sorry. I can't be with a girl that could absolutely destroy me in a fight. If
You
we're
don't wanna be
squaring
with an
off for some
absolute
reason.
unit?
What's that?
You don't want to be with an absolute unit?
Dude, I don't want to get choke slammed, you know?
Bro, Brandon's gonna get mad, date some chick that's bigger than him, get in an argument, and then out of nowhere they're just gonna RKO him.
Out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere, just break his neck.
Oh.
Oh!
Oh,
Oliver just got back from vacation with his family. Any funny highlights? Any obnoxious degenerates that you meet?
yeah, let's go on good side.
There
Besides
was
yourself and
there
your
was
brothers.
one day I was at the beach, and I had just set up cornhole, and the only people that were down there was my nephew, my mom, and myself. Everybody else hadn't came down to the beach yet. And as I'm like playing with Leo, this guy comes up out of nowhere and is like, "Hey, are you guys playing cornhole?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm playing with the little man, talking about my nephew Leo." And the guy looks at me and goes, "Are you sure you can throw it that far?" Because we had regulation distance. I was like, "Yeah."
Oh
he
shit,
goes-
they play regulation.
And he was like, "You look like one of those guys that gets a Planet Fitness subscription and just uses the treadmill." And I was about to be like, "Bro, what?" Like it's like in his tone of voice, he sounded like he was half joking. So I let it slide. But this dude is younger than me and not as big as me easily. But then like later on in the day, my cousin had to run in with their friends, and like some more trouble happened, and they were just being like douches the entire day to us, and we were just like, if they come anywhere near us again, we're like effing them over.
Yeah, dude.
They were all like 16. They thought they were hot shit. Like,
Better
Dude,
Kenny style. You were gonna have to go throw hands.
but that was like, I didn't like care, but I was like, if this guy comes near me, I'm gonna be like, bro, like, I'll take you to the gym and show you how to get big. Like,
I'll show you how to get big. Whoa. Chill.
no,
on,
but
man.
like, it was.
did you
it was
know
fun,
I've
though.
wrestled
It was
for
good.
4 years? I'm actually a trained fucking killer.
It was a good time. I'm gonna be an uncle for the third time.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
Let's fucking
I'm
go,
gonna be
dude.
for the third time
Congratulations.
in March. So, my
That's really-
brothers, so my sister-in-law's pregnant again. So,
Dude, eventually you're gonna have so many fucking nieces and nephews from all those siblings.
as of right now, I only have 2 nephews. No
Who's gonna
nieces
host
yet.
your fucking Christmas parties, dude? There's no way you're fitting the Wickheiser clan inside of that one house.
My parents still have the house, but they're trying to sell it. They've been trying to sell it for 4 or 5 years now. So,
The beach house?
not the beach house, my parents' house, because it's too big.
Oh,
Too many
too
rooms
big.
that go unused.
White people problems, man. My
So they're
house
trying
is
to
too
they're trying
big.
to downsize. But yeah, it was a good time. Got inebriated once or twice. had a
Yeah,
good time.
maybe 3 times
Disgusting.
even.
Yeah.
You don't
Played some
drink on this
games,
show.
Played
God.
some dice games, stuff like that.
Deuce.
Amazing.
Good time.
What about you,
Inspiring.
Brandon?
So I went down to the Finger Lakes in New York State. I don't remember which exact lake it was, but essentially these lakes are just glacier water, clear as fuck. It's like 130 feet of water, and there's fishing. You can do jet skis. The biggest thing that we conducted, though, was boozing and canoeing. And god motherfucking damn, canoeing is so exhausting. It looks so peaceful when you're doing it.
It's true. Once you're oaring,
No, you
out
gotta like
there,
constantly be.
yeah, you're oaring.
Oh my god, dude.
Bro, I bet it sucks trying to canoe like drunk.
I was the
Uh,
worst. Sorry, I was kayaking.
Yeah, you start burping a shit ton.
Kayaking's tough. Kayaking's fun too, but I agree it is a little tough once you've done it for a while.
I literally kayaked like a couple of miles, and by the end of it, I was kind of going in like survival fight or flight mode.
That's a lot for kayaking, a couple
Yeah.
miles.
Especially if the water's not moving. Like, there's
Yeah,
no
were you in
current.
still water?
Yeah.
I was actually going against the current.
Oh, that's
Oh my
even
God.
That's so
worse.
stupid.
It was so
That
it was
is
fucked.
understandable now.
That's the first fucking mistake that you made.
That's
Yeah.
understandable.
But it was really nice. The weird thing is I haven't seen that side of my family in like 5 years. I have a card over there that says, from my grandparents saying that they want me in their lives, and it's been a crazy 5 years. So that was a really cool experience for me to kind of get back in touch with them and find my place within that part of the family. But I needed that vacation. It was the calm before the storm. That's for sure.
Hell
Calm before
yeah.
the storm. What do you mean?
I was gonna say after, but
I mean, so a little bit of both. So there's everybody knows breaking up sucks, vacation, and now I'm starting this new job where it's like an actual big boy white collar type job type beat, and it's so stressful, dude. I have so many projects that I need to do, and I need to gain a concept of one specific industry. This is probably like not the most interesting thing in the world, but I have to learn so much within such a short amount of time. And then next week, I'm having to make an 1.5 hour commute. Not only that, I have to figure out where I'm living by the end of the month. I got to figure out if my boy Oliver is going to be my roommate within the next month or so. Just a lot of unknowns.
And you gotta help me snipe your house.
Yeah, we haven't talked about that, but we'll talk about that after the show. I haven't told Oliver about it. So that's kind of what I've been doing, just kind of trying to survive in this harsh world that is
In this crazy, crazy world.
my life in 2020.
speaking of jobs, I had an interview the other day that was so wild.
Talk about it, dude.
Tell
So-
us.
Yeah, this is so
It's for-
fucking unconventional.
So it was for this public relations assistant job for basically a company that does events for non-charitable organizations and businesses and stuff. So I was like, all right, cool. Like this sounds like I could be interested in it. So I get in the call and it's one dude. It's it's not actually an interview. They called it an interview, but it's like a meet and greet. There's one guy hosting it and there's me and 2 other candidates in this call. And I was like, this is odd. They didn't say anything about me meeting other people, but I'll go along with it, I guess. Like, this is so weird. So he asked us like a couple questions, like, how did you hear about us? Why are you interested? Tell me a little bit about yourself, stuff like that. And then he goes on for like 15, 20 minutes about the company and different roles that people have in the company and stuff like that. But I was just like so blown. I was like, why are there 2 other people in this call? But I guess that's okay since it's just a meet and greet. But it was kind of funny. This one girl was from like the DC area, so she already like knew the area, and every time she says something, she was like, like, oh dude, it was terrible. She talked about customer service, and she was like, I've been in customer service for years, and I live in the DC area, the most important thing to me is customer service, and I was like, do you know any other words
And
that customer service that But I mean, I got more insight on the company. So I thought that was kind of cool, I guess. But I was so shocked. I have another interview tomorrow.
Let's go.
So, and this one's going to be more of an actual interview.
One-on-one. Yeah, this was just one-on-one. It's kind of cool how they do it. So I'm interviewing with someone who's only worked at the company for 4 or 5 months. So that way they can, like, if I have questions about like first starting out, they're more fresh in their head than somebody else who's worked there for years. So I think that's kind of cool.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's a good way of doing it.
Yeah, I mean, the person might not be that great at doing
interviews. As long as they really trust
but
this person after 4 or 5 months.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, the person might not be doing great at doing interviews, like asking questions and stuff. But at least I can.
What if you're his first one?
I don't care.
So
I'm not super invested in this job. So
we looked into reviews for this job, though. Oliver, you wanna speak about what we saw?
So when he first started talking about it, it's kind of like a pyramid scheme. So I just started going along with it just to see what happens. If they offer me a job, cool. But like, I'm just basically going along with it for practice and to get like some confidence from it and stuff. Basically, like some people said they really liked it. It's just the hours kind of suck. A lot of people said like it's terrible.
It's a pyramid scheme.
Like just shit like that.
You always like I hate those job review sites because somebody's always like a pissed off employee saying some mean shit about where they worked. It's just like Yelp. You're more likely to go there if you're pissed off and want to say something about your job than if you want to like praise your job.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird because they do they're a marketing firm that companies something marketing, right? I'm not going to say it on air, and they do face-to-face marketing and business-to-business marketing. So it's kind of, I was like, this is definitely more on the side of a pyramid scheme.
Dude, I would rather sound with this fucking cup than do door-to-door.
Yeah, that's why I'm kind of just like seeing what happens. If I get a job from it, all right, cool. I don't know if I'll accept it, but I'll see what they're offering, I'll dabble.
Doesn't hurt. And
there's something about practice. After you do your first phone interview, you're pretty much Gucci, man. You just got to get that formula perfect and you're cash.
I mean, I'm like, but Brandyn can tell you, before this first interview that I thought was an accident, I was like kind of nervous. Now I'm like, okay. I'm like, all right, let's go. Let's see what happens.
Little window shopping doesn't hurt anybody.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
But that being said, we're all kind of moving on with our lives and everything.
We're getting older.
Travis, I remember sitting in a dorm room thinking about what our lives were going to be like. And we're like, we're going to be neighbors. White picket fence with our wives.
We'll get there. This is the transitional years, all right?
What's your feelings on everything? With everybody moving away, because you're coozing down right now. You're chilling.
Yeah, for now.
What's going on?
Next couple of years are just pretty open, We're probably gonna if we can snipe your house, we're probably gonna stay for a couple more years in this area, and then we're thinking, I don't know, South Carolina, North Carolina, Colorado. We have a lot of options we're gonna look at.
Why is North or South Carolina?
You like hurricanes?
Warm water. I like the East Coast.
You like hurricanes?
I love hurricanes.
It's hurricane season, baby.
It's fucking hurricane season. Nothing would fire me up more than being a kid during hurricane season.
If you want to buy a white picket fence house in North Carolina in a few years, HMU, bro.
I
Dude.
think whatever my wife decides. I've got a strong feeling. My wife
Alright,
meter's going
alright.
strong.
All right.
But, like, yeah,
All right.
we're-
All right. In 3 years' time, who's gonna be the first one married out of all three of us?
Travis, he's
Fine.
tomorrow. He's fucking gonna propose.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's Travis.
Y'all are probably right. Y'all are probably right.
Travis, do you have a guess? All right. Anyone but yourself? Do you have a guess?
Bachelor number 1.
I'm gonna say Oliver.
I would say Oliver. Yeah.
Interesting.
He is the easy pick.
Committed
Probably because
relationship.
Only you two are the ones dating people.
Well,
I
in
see
3
Oliver.
years' time, a lot could happen. Brandon could have a girl. Will could have a girl.
You know, if we make this a bet, I would just get married to some girl just to spite all you.
All right. Well, you can't. It has to be official. You have to have a wedding. You have to have a ring and shit. All right. You can't just be like propose Vegas.
Ring pop's still a ring.
Ring
Yeah, it's
pop
not first to
story.
propose. It's first to actually seal the deal. So you have to
But
go
yeah.
all the way through with it for this bet.
Yeah, everybody's moving on.
Brandon
Everybody's
and Will,
grown
you
up.
guys got to get a girl soon.
Everybody's grown up. I mean, I got a call back from one of the job postings that I put a resume in for in Anchorage, Alaska.
Dude, that'd
And
be fun.
So I messaged them wanting to do something with the National Park Service, and they had messaged back saying, "Oh, sorry, you don't fit the qualifications that we're looking for." I'm like, I don't see how. And they're like, "We're looking for an ecologist," and I was like, "That's not what the job posting said." And they said it doesn't. I was like, "No." So I sent them a screenshot of the actual job posting that I applied for, and it just says like historian. And I was like, "Yeah, this is the one that it said." And they're like, "Well, damn." So they had to fucking they thanked me, all that, but I didn't get the job in Anchorage, thank God. But lost
that'd
out on
be quite a
$200K a
move.
year. $200K a year though.
That'd be fun though. Working in Alaska, it might be cold, but it's always.
It's
a
in
fun place.
Anchorage, so it's down south more.
Bless you.
So it's more along the lines of like
It
the
might
Seattle.
be cold. No, it's going to be cold. Very cold.
Not during the summer,
might be
actually.
here.
It's actually pleasant. 70s, 80s on occasion. It's pretty dank. You know, the global
Yeah.
warming's
What if they don't
better.
tell you? Summer's like 3 weeks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
I'm
for
about to say,
sure.
I'm about to say you guys only have the sun like 3 months in the year. Or something
Well,
like
and
that.
not only that, it's fucked because during the summer, it's light out 22 hours of the day at peak summer.
Yeah,
And in
yeah.
winter, you're lucky to have
An hour
an hour or two
An hour or
of
two.
sunlight.
in the right places on Alaska. Yeah.
It would be a weird place to live. for
you
sure.
just gotta look at the moonlight in the moonlight.
They still have a fucking Blockbuster.
Yeah. They're one of the last states that actually have a Blockbuster.
I mean, that makes sense.
So we just
Blockbuster declared
No, it
bankruptcy
does not.
so many years
Any-
ago.
any-
I thought they
any-
literally just went bankrupt.
They
did.
For a
They-
while, yeah.
That
Did you
one,
guys do you guys
But
know
this one
that
location in
Blockbuster?
Alaska, of all places, is surviving.
Fun fact about Blockbuster. Fun fact of the day. Did you know Blockbuster had a chance or an opportunity to buy Netflix? Because for those that don't know, Netflix wasn't always a streaming service. It was actually just something similar to Blockbuster, and they were getting ready to make the move to streaming. Blockbuster had the opportunity to buy Netflix for like $5 million or something like that, and they refused. And then a year later, Netflix started their streaming services and went fucking skyrocket. And then that same year is when Blockbuster went downhill and started closing all their fucking stores.
Damn.
Oh, William, you know about shit.
Squandered opportunity.
Like,
Well,
tell me
was
that
the
doesn't
case,
like.
they'd still be alive.
Tell me that's not a kick in the nuts though for the head guy at
Oh,
Blockbuster. Bro, a year later after you say, you know what? I think we're going to make it. A year after, the company that you had the chance to buy just fucking beats the shit out of you and you go out of business.
This is
Oh,
totally
I mean,
like a
like-
real sensitive guy's fact, but wasn't Netflix originally going to be more like a red box?
It was. It was
And then-
going from being something similar to Blockbuster. And then the two options that they had were either go something similar to Redbox or try getting on that streaming wave.
Right. And originally they had it so there were certain movies and shows that you could only get through disc, and you had to like get it mailed to you if you had a Netflix subscription. Like, who remembers that? They moved away from that shit quick.
Well, Hulu did streaming for a long time before Netflix. Because I remember watching Family Guy and getting yelled at because they said the word sex in it.
Your mom walks in right at the part of Family Guy where they're saying sex on TV.
Oh yeah, like it's just crazy how things change over time. So yeah, in 3 years' time, everything will be different. Hopefully, we'll probably still be doing this.
So, one of my fraternity brothers posed the question: if you had to be ranked on the top humans of all time, what number would you guys have? And then we can also move into who's number one and who's also the worst ranked human of all time.
We've already done that.
Would we be?
Yeah, what number would we be? Like,
we've already done the who's number one in humans.
So you're starting like out of 7 billion people, I have to rank myself in one of those.
So
numbers.
The number's actually higher than that. How many humans have ever existed?
Ever existed, or in terms of who's alive currently?
108 billion. Are you guys in the top 1 billion? You reckon?
There's probably worse people than me. There's probably better people than me.
There's definitely people better than me, but I would say I want
to put myself like middle of the table, but I feel like
I would say
180 billion or 108.
108 billion.
108 billion. Okay, so I'd be in like the top 40 billion, I'd say.
Yeah.
I can
not a bad estimate. That's not a bad estimate. I mean, like, think
about
it. You could,
bottom, but I'd be there.
Yeah, like you could probably say there's worse people than you, obviously, and there's probably better people than you. So, like,
I'm like slightly better than a middle of the road guy.
So
I feel like halfway, a little bit better is probably an accurate.
I think we should base this off of like something. So if we had to rank the stats, I think IQ would probably have to be in that.
Graduating college.
Your contribution.
They're like the best person
to the world,
the person
society,
who's
paying
good
taxes,
and did the least bad is number one.
Is paying taxes count as my contribution to society?
Yes.
Yeah, I would say so because it's helped other people.
Yes.
So all the billionaires are losing points because they don't pay shit.
But I also think like resources would probably be like an important one too.
I would say Leonardo da Vinci's up there. Like,
what about like these big time philanthropists who give so much money to everything?
We'll add morality.
Socrates is my number one. No, just kidding.
I would say Leonardo da Vinci. I would say Socrates is probably up in the top 1,000. I would say.
Yeah, I would agree. What number is like Kim Kardashian?
Oh,
she's in the top billion for sure. Top 1 billion.
She's in the top billion.
I don't think she's in the top.
She's in the lowest 5 billion.
Just because Kim is that popular doesn't mean she's been a name for herself, but she hasn't done anything.
Not anything, and who knows what she's done.
Now OJ Simpson for that epic car chase.
Yeah, maybe she's not in the bottom 5 billion, but she's in the bottom 50 billion.
I mean, she's probably one of the most famous people of all time thus far.
Fame, but that's what that equate to.
I'm about to say, I don't know if fame equates to like being a good person. There's two different things.
Well, morality in my head, and you guys can overrule this, but like that's only part of the equation.
I have a question.
But Kim has 0 in that category.
Well, here's the thing: if we're gonna be talking about like the greatest people, or are we just talking about the most people that have made the biggest impact on their time on Earth? In their lifespan, out of like the 100,
I'm thinking like this is a bunch of stats. Okay, so you have like stats from 1 to 10.
I'm going to say Ted Bundy is definitely in the top 1,000 for the impact that he fucking made, and he didn't do anything fucking great, but God, he did fucking something more than Kim Kardashian.
I don't know about that.
She's made her own makeup line. I mean, that's helped out thousands and thousands of women.
Help them put chemicals on their face? Great.
Yeah.
Girls like pounds of makeup on their face, all right?
It's men. We do that to them.
Sexist.
Men aren't shit.
Guys do it too. It goes both ways.
Yeah, just look at James Charles or Jeffree Star.
Where would they fall? I feel like they're in like the bottom 30 billion.
The bottom 30 billion? You're horrible.
I don't know how much money they throw into society though, and I'm sure they inspire a bunch of people.
Would you guys have Abe
Ted
Lincoln
Bundy
in your
inspired
top
people.
1,000?
Abe Lincoln, I don't know about top 1,000, because like this is of all time. So we probably have to put like number 1, like top 10, dude who invented fire. What a go! What a go!
This man set it all off.
Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison's up there.
The iPhone.
Who was the dude that was like, bruh, we should all get together and live together in one place.
Mm.
And everybody's like, fuck, we don't have to run around anymore.
Whoever the fuck was the creator of electricity, his name is totally escaping me right now.
Thomas
Just, like, that
Edison.
shit that's like in the air when the fucking storms happen. Like, what if we took that and like powered shit with it? Like, that's
Thomas
powerful.
Edison.
That's gotta be powerful.
What about
Thomas
He
Edison.
was
How do
flying
you
his kite
forget
and he got
that? That's
electrocuted.
Ben Franklin.
No, that was Ben Frank.
what about
He's like,
what
I'm gonna put a
about-
fucking key on this shit.
Ben
I
Frank
did that on
didn't do
accident.
Ben Frank didn't discover electricity. He just wanted to see if you could harness the power of it.
what about Nikola Tesla?
Nikolai
What the fuck
Tesla.
did he do?
Yo, actually
He
though,
created the
he
Tesla
was.
coil, bro.
His powers haven't even been realized yet, honestly.
Exactly.
Have you guys seen the conspiracy about Helen Keller?
What about it?
Conspiracy.
So
That
there's
she's
a
not
conspiracy that she was actually retarded.
She was.
So this is the argument here. What other person that is blind and deaf has contributed anything to society? Give me one example.
Of someone that was blind and deaf?
Yes.
So if you don't contribute to the society, you're retarded.
Who was the one fucking was it Beethoven or Mozart that was
she's
like
probably
blind
most
and deaf?
famous.
Or are we
No,
talking
none of them were blind and deaf.
You think
One of
she's
them was deaf,
clinically
wasn't he?
retarded?
Yeah, I think her. So I don't think this, but her handler was the person who created most of the content, and Helen Keller was just like making hand signals, and maybe she was signing things like "Please give me water," but she was just like, "Oh yes, the government is oppressing women, and we need to do this, this, and this."
Well, it's the monkey thing, the longest sentence ever said by the monkey. Orange, give me now. Me, orange, give. Food, eat. Orange, me now, give.
Orange.
The most ominous part of that is give me orange, give food, give orange now, give food, give me you. And you're like,
All right, that was a lot right there.
So startling.
you need to fucking chill, monkey.
Lots of wisdom.
I love those videos of monkeys smoking weed.
What?
The monkey bong rip, the monkey blunt rip.
Dude, and the monkey, so they
Everybody in the comments is like, animal abuse.
it kind of is.
It kind of is. The monkey's taking the hit though, man.
Dude, it's funny as shit, Will. So what they do is he like takes an actual hit of the bong, and then it
Right.
cuts to the monkey like half asleep, and he's like, "Hey, bro, you good? You good?" And the monkey like kind of wakes up, and he hands him the blood. And then the next scene, as it cuts over to the next one, the monkey's like looking at the camera guy, grabs a thing of chips and just starts eating it. He's like, "Oh, he's got the munchies."
What the fuck?
Oh, it's so good.
Oh my god.
Fucking classics.
That's wild.
That monkey's in the top 20
That
million.
monkey?
20 billion.
I'm talking about
He's not
animals
even a
right
person, but he
now?
makes it on there and gets top 20 billion. He's
What
close
is your
enough.
guys' most underrated
guys-
animal? Like, what's an animal that you
Platypus.
low key love, but you think is so underrated?
Platypus.
Like alpacas, bro.
Alpaca.
Have you ever like been under an alpaca blanket or slept on an alpaca pillow or anything like that?
Wow,
Soft as shit.
No!
Travis, wow, you like that?
That's some
because you
bougie
skin them
shit.
for their fur.
I would say
they're just like,
um,
I think they're just funny looking, but also kind of cool looking.
I would say
But you
red
like
pandas.
the fur.
I do like the fur too.
You
It's
skin them,
soft.
don't you?
You know, I have this like weird fascination. When I was little, I would like picture myself running as I was driving past the road.
Dude,
And
I think everybody had that.
Yeah, right.
Or
Or
you
like,
look
it
out
wasn't
the window
you,
and,
or it was just like
you're in
some
a movie.
random dude.
I would have like Sonic running. That was my character. But I would always look at like those super steep, because we live in rocky area, so I would see these super steep mountains, and I would think about those pictures of those goats that would be on these super steep mountains, but they're just chilling.
Yeah, just like standing vertically.
Those are badass.
Vertically standing.
All right, question: alpaca versus mountain goat. Who's winning?
I feel like
Goat.
alpaca just stomps him because of his size.
I'm gonna
Mountain
say
goat can
bro.
climb, but like I don't know.
Why
Yo,
goat?
I used to watch this TV show. I used to like compare different warriors in history and see who would win.
Oh, dude, what was that called?
I know, yeah, used to like in any time frame, and they would like
Called,
simulate
like,
it and
Ultimate
see
Warrior or some shit like that. I don't even remember.
and see who could win. It was kind of cool.
Yeah, I don't know.
Alpaca easily, just
It would
size
be like
based.
it would be like any like two villains in history that were completely different time periods, and they would like fight each other.
Yeah, they do like Napoleon
Yeah.
versus Genghis Khan or something like that.
Yeah,
Hitler
something like
or Napoleon? Bleh.
Weren't those mountain goats the ones that were in that crave that mineral meme? They crave that mineral. Remember that?
I don't
Remember with
remember.
the goat standing on the mountain licking on the side, and then it was like a nature documentary, and the announcer said they crave that mineral, and like everybody.
I
was
remember
memeing.
that meme, but that was like back in the Vine days.
Yeah, that was a classic, man.
Speaking of memes, I was watching a little clip of Shia LaBeouf's Hot Ones, and he was talking
Oh my
about his memes, like the Just Do It one and the clap meme, and I was like, oh my god, those are from so long ago.
I was watching like I've been watching like classic Vine compilations and stuff. There's so many great ones, man.
So many good ones.
Like the girl, I saw the girl that was like, not to be racist or anything, Asian people.
Another good one. Yeah. Or like little crackhead kid.
The
And
crackhead
seeing the
kid.
originals of ones that are like still used today, but in like different ways, is really funny.
Oh,
Like I saw
I've
the
seen-
one, the best, my favorite one that had me like rolling on the floor when I saw it again. It was like you better stop, bitch, stop. When he sprays the hairspray and the lighter and like makes it.
Okay. I don't know how the fuck this happened. You remember the Vine where the kid hits the other kid with the pillow, but for some reason Buddy just goes boom, like he just flies down. He looks like a bowling pin. How the fuck did he fall down?
Get out the way.
How did he hit him that hard with that much velocity?
I don't know, dude. I think this kid might be like low-key Superman, and his parents are hiding it from the world.
Oh shit. Kevin, watch the light. Kevin, watch the light.
Watch the light, dude.
He just breaks it.
Immediately. Speaking of superheroes, The Boys is coming out with another season.
Oh, is it?
It looks
Yes.
so goddamn good. With where the last season ended off, I needed more.
That concept is fucking genius.
Such a great idea.
Just actually showing what superheroes would be like in a real life environment.
Yeah, like corrupted
Yeah.
by fame, basically. So cool.
Yeah, and like in Superman, they fucking lie to you. Like Superman punches the guy and he just like flies back, hits the wall, maybe cracks it. But he's got a few broken bones. If Superman actually punched you, he would punch right fucking through you. Or the Flash, for example, if he ran into a person, that person would just turn into mulch.
You would not be flying back if Superman punched you. It wouldn't even be a punch through you. You would just explode into blood.
I think they did the math and you would actually explode into, it would be like a TNT, a couple of tons of TNT, honestly.
I mean, it's like the Flash one too is like The Boys, the first episode, bro. Spoiler alert for anybody who hasn't watched it, but it happens like 2 seconds into the show. But basically the guy's girlfriend, he just fucking the fast guy, who's basically like this show's version of the Flash, just is running super fast and literally runs through her. Like she never stood a fucking chance. And it was like
Mulch.
a fly hitting the windshield to him.
I think he runs back. He's like, sorry,
Literally.
dude, and like keeps running.
Yeah, he was, and like it was just like, what? Did I just hit something? Like it literally, he was going so fucking fast. Like, that's some crazy fucking concepts. They go into that in Flash too. Like, he goes so fast he can run back in time. He goes so fast he can run into different dimensions. He can create alternate timelines. Like, Flash is like the coolest fucking superhero.
Too bad his show sucks. I can't get over how cheesy it looks.
It's actually such a great story, though. I keep telling you this. It's so cheesy. I definitely acknowledge it, but it's got actually a great underlying story if you ignore the cheesy lines like once in a while.
I can't get over that. It's like that in Doctor Who as well. Like,
And when he does fucking, where he spins his arms really fast and makes it.
Have you seen those clips of them like no special effects? He's just like Oliver, you look upset. What's going on?
I'm not upset. I'm just, listening, having a conversation.
Chilling right now.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, you said you had stuff to talk about. Hit us.
I've got something to do.
So going on the bad end of the spectrum, we've kind of talked about it already. I'm a single man now.
Date will begins again.
It happened.
Hey, don't you fucking steal my shine. Trying to get a wife.
Whoa.
We can work on
It's not a competition, okay?
That's it. Will and I are boxing.
Like,
How do you
I
mean?
want to say like a couple of nights ago. I mean, it was just a mutual way of ending it. It was both understanding. I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad at her. Not mad at anything that she did. It was nothing that neither of us did. It was just one of those instances of the right person at the wrong time. And I said that. So I'm not mad. Kind of nervous to get back into the dating game, honestly. Because it's so different nowadays.
Now is such an inconvenience time.
It's just hard because like Brandon said, like some people just use dating websites for like just hooking up and stuff like that. And it's just like I can't anymore. Like I can't just have sex with somebody. Life. Yeah, I just can't have sex with somebody and just not feel anything. Like I'd rather me feel
anything.
Yeah, I couldn't do anything about it.
I don't know, man. It does suck for sure. Yeah, I don't know. It's such a tough time to be dating, especially not only because it's COVID, but also the time of our lives that we're in. What place are we going to go where there's tons of women?
True.
Well, you don't need.
This is like
a couple you like.
This is where you start going to bars and stuff. I think that's what adults do.
You want to drink?
Honestly, though,
like that's also not possible right now.
I feel like for you guys it'd be so nerve-wracking because it's like you don't know what you're getting into anymore.
It's been a long time.
Did you ever know what you were getting into? That's why the 3-month rule was instilled.
Me?
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's true, but like, I mean, everyone says that at first when they're dating, so it's like you don't know what you're getting into until you get there, obviously.
True, and at school, it's probably there. You do like know a little more. You've like seen them around a lot. Yeah. You know other people's opinions of them.
True.
Exactly.
You meet somebody at a bar, it's like they're a fucking blank slate, man. They could have just killed somebody the night before. You don't even know.
They could have fooked some person the night before. You don't know.
Exactly. They could be planning to fuck someone the next night that isn't you. You don't know.
That's true. It's a scary situation.
Yeah, it's fucked. And like, especially now, because it's like the last breakup is still fresh. It makes it tough. But listen, we're attractive men. We've got attractive personalities. I'm so buff that my t-shirt fibers are bursting apart. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be just fine, William.
Let's get this bread.
I know I'll be fine. It's just
leave your name and number in the comments if you want to date Will or date Brandon.
I'll leave. Oh geez.
Leave a like for Brandon.
If you don't, or if you don't want to date him, but you have recommendations, we'll take that as well.
I accept resumes via Twitter.
Oh yes, that's actually the number one way it can happen. It's not going to be somebody commenting. It's going to be somebody nominating their friend.
Exactly.
Take your single friend who seems like she's been lonely. Put her resume in the comments.
The Date Brandon referral program.
She'll thank you later.
Listen, here's what I'm looking for. Okay.
I had a great time last night.
I'm a superficial jerk.
Yeah, do like your Tinder bio right here.
She's got to be cute. She's got to be shorter than me. She can't beat me up.
B&B.
She's got to be funny, and if you believe in astrology, you're disqualified. I'm sorry to say. That's all I need. Just be funny.
Big nose.
I don't know,
cute.
Brandon. I heard you the other night checking out some noses.
What
Big
if
nose.
Big nose.
Bulbous
What if
for
you-
sure.
What if she's not funny, but she meets every other quality?
You give it a chance.
If she's not funny, she's not the honey.
Yeah, because then like we can't vibe, you know? Because that's number one. If I can't vibe with somebody, then it's not gonna work out.
That's valid, I guess.
Yeah, women aren't funny is bullshit. I've met a lot of funny ass girls.
Yep.
Girls got to be funny.
I feel like guys, and this is gonna be unpopular. I feel like guys are more proportionally funny though.
I would say so. I would say it seems like how society is, that like guys tend to be more funny.
I think they're more outwardly funny. I think there's a lot of girls who are just like could be funny if they didn't take shit so seriously, and there are girls who could be funny if they spoke up once in a while.
I mean, yeah, that goes both ways. To a
Look at
certain
us
extent.
putting
Like
pressure
we
on
knew
women.
we knew a girl who was like, no, this is no offense,
Yes!
Oliver, like the Oliver of girls. She would come in with a comment like once in a while. She would come out the cut with something, and it was always the funniest shit. I'm like, come with more
Hilarious.
pussy, and you'd be like the life of the party. People would be crowding around you instead of us.
Fuck, dude.
It's lit in here, huh?
It's lit in here, huh?
Dude, the one-liners just keep on flowing and they keep on going. You know.
And you guys know exactly who I was talking about too. That's how funny she was.
I honestly don't remember, but I'll probably figure it out.
She was our little person.
Always wore sandals, the same sandals.
Stop. No, that's not. That's not her. I was gonna say stop, but that's not what that is.
Anyway, you guys see all the controversy around TikTok.
Yes, it is getting
Didn't get
banned.
deleted. It's like
No,
when
it's not. It's
up
getting
net
bought up by
neutrality, it's
Microsoft.
gonna like delete the
Is it
internet.
getting bought by Microsoft?
Getting bought by Microsoft, yeah. That's what I heard, at least.
Yeah, so that's exactly what's happening. They on the day that it was supposed to be deleted off of the face of the earth because Donald Blump wanted to do that. He changed his mind whenever TikTok announced that it was going to be bought by Microsoft, and that apparently is going to be taking place in September. So I think TikTok is just buying itself time.
I just heard like September 15th or something like that. Yeah. That's when they're
Bill
buying
Gates
it.
realized he wasn't going to be able to get the chip in us through the vaccines because too many people were hip to it. So he's going to just track you through TikTok.
Yeah.
I don't even use TikTok, bro. I've never downloaded it. I mean, people show
Nope,
me videos.
that thing has
from, but-
never disgraced my screen.
Yeah,
Dude,
like, I've
it's
never-
stupid. It's stupid easy to
but
grow
people
on it.
Like it.
It's
people-
so easy to grow on it. It's absolutely belligerent. If you're not, you need two things. Okay, you need to know how to make content better than everybody else, and then three things. Two, have a thing that you're interested in. One thing. That's all. One thing. Focus on one thing. Three, know basic SEO. You'll blow up on TikTok. Easy.
But like, I was like, some of the TikToks I've seen, people are like, how do I put like being good at TikTok on a resume? Like, what?
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
Like, how do
you
you say?
can
You
put
can
anything
whatever
on
you
a
want on
resume.
the resume. It
Stretch
just
the
depends if
truth.
the person's going to think it's stupid who's looking at your
You
resume.
could stretch the truth, probably.
You can
yeah.
put search engine optimization, content creation, knowing how to captivate an audience. You finessed it a little bit.
Yeah, but yeah, you get the gist.
Yeah.
Fred is like, I did that.
I know.
I gotta go.
It's the same kind of thing, but like a different category. When you're like making a tech job resume, you put like everything on there. You're like Word specialist, Microsoft Word master,
I've done a few essays.
Excel mastermind.
10,000 IQ, PowerPoint.
It's like, don't just put office. You want to like make it look like there's a lot of stuff you do too. So you're like I'm good at Word. I'm good at Excel. I'm good at PowerPoint. I'm good at fucking, I don't even know, Visio. Microsoft makes everything.
Dude, I kind of want to talk about being professional for a second, because I have never had to be professional in my life. And now being in an environment where I can't say the word retarded, I can't say the most heinous things in the world.
It's weird, bro. I went from working in a restaurant where in the kitchen you'd hear just about butt sex and shit all the time. It's never going to happen in like an office environment.
Hey, John, congrats on the sex.
Word around the office is you've got a huge cock.
So I spend most of my day crafting emails to not sound like a degenerate. I would say I am saying, hello, Elizabeth. I hope you're having a great day. To be honest, I thought your idea was really good, and I think that that's something that we could execute on. Anyway, thank you for the email, and you have yourself a great day. Sincerely, Brandyn Payne.
I know when I first started working at my job, I had to like look at my coworkers' emails to like get ideas of like what the structure was of a professional email and what like verbiage you use and stuff. And I'm just like, oh, I'm just gonna like take a couple of these things word for word. This sounds good.
Not gonna lie, I bought the premium membership for Grammarly just to make sure.
Did that commercial hook you where the guy was sending an email to his boss?
Yeah, I thought of it. I was like, you fuckers. You fuckers got me.
It's relevant.
Doesn't feel so long.
It helps. It helps. But it's bizarre talking to another human being like that. When in reality, I just want to be goofy. I want to make jokes.
I think about that. Like probably most of the people like want to be normal. What is this professional like stigma we've put on everything? Like if you're just talking to people in your little company, why can't you just be like, what the fuck's up, bro?
Literally.
And I kind of am like that with a couple of my coworkers now, like through like direct messaging. You know, that's different than emails. Like if you use like a chat service and talking to your like one of your coworkers, it's like your buddy and like around your age.
Yeah.
You can loosen the professionalness a little bit.
It's definitely something that you have to get used to. I mean,
yeah, knowing when and where, that's the hardest part, bro.
One of the things that like
true
being in the field that I was in college, like the way that like all professors in that profession like talk to you via email, it's so professional, and you have to learn how to be professional in an email very quickly. I made a mistake one day. One of my teachers asked me if I could, or one of my previous teachers asked me if I could like give a speech to his class that I gave the previous year. And so I wrote back. I was like, no problem, bro. I'll be there this time. And he was like, thank you very much, William. I will see you there. I hope you have a wonderful day. I'm like, that up so bad.
Damn.
Those were my emails. Like the professors in my department are not like that at all. They were not professional. I started out trying to send like professional emails. Then they send me back like, all right, whatever, come to my office. And I'm like, oh, so I guess I just like went through all that.
It's nothing in between. You either get K or you're going to get, thank you for submitting this email to me.
Dear Travis, thank you so much for reaching out. Sincerely.
Dear Travis. Thanks.
What's your signature?
I just say like, thanks, Travis Stocksdale.
I do best. Or if I'm kind of savage in one of my emails, I'm like, respectfully.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Jess says the thing they use at her work is please advise. If you're trying to tell somebody like basically read the fucking manual or just like look right in front of your fucking face or something like that, you just say please advise.
Please advise. Ramirez. Last booth, make it count.
Ramirez, last booth, please advise.
That's wild.
Yeah, man. Being in the professional life is super weird, and I don't know how it's gonna impact the YouTube channel yet, but I know that we're gonna still be doing these shows. We still got 6 minutes left, but just a PSA.
Yeah, 6 minutes is about time for like PSAs and shout outs and shit.
Oh yeah.
public service announcements.
Shout out to DeepWebIntel for the liquid panty dropper that Brandon was drinking this episode.
Listen, you
It's
motherfucker.
apple juice.
Shout out
I don't
to
know.
Zing Zang Incorporated.
I want this to go on iFunny, okay? So I might upload this on my Tesla. DeepWebIntel, you started off getting in trouble with iFunny for going in places of the internet that you weren't supposed to go to. Now you're iFunny sweetheart, and there's nowhere to go but up. And you're playing the shots. You're playing it well, brother. Keep it up.
But also,
Inspirational
feeling hella
speech by
betrayed that
Brandyn.
you stole that from Tipsy Bartender, man.
I'm so fucking pissed.
I'm so betrayed.
How? All right, I'm back. I'm back. How fucking dare you? How dare you?
You went so long making us think the liquid panty dropper was your original meme.
I trusted you
So confused.
with my subscription, and you lied to me.
With your face.
I'm sorry I lied to you. It's okay. I did something worse. What? I trusted you.
I trust in you.
No, this DeepWebIntel looks like if Travis and I fused.
Basically.
And he was big known for doing DeepWebIntel.
Yeah.
And essentially he got in trouble, and I don't know the story, so this is allegedly. This is Real Sensitive Guy Hours facts.
Alleged.
We're gonna invite him to the show, actually.
Yeah, dude. Oh my! If we could actually get him on as a guest, which I think we actually could.
My people will get in touch with his people.
Dead ass. We can talk to him about his merch that he's selling now.
We're gonna pimp the shit out of it. If we get him on the show, I'll buy a fucking shirt.
We should get him to advertise our channel on his iFunny. iFunniers would love this shit.
iFunniers.
We're not racist, anti-Semitic. I don't think they like us that much.
Oliver in the background.
I didn't say a word.
Just in the clips of Oliver's like little shanties. That'll get us on.
But DeepWebIntel, this is the Real Sensitive Guy Hours.
We're coming for you, bro.
We're coming for you, brother. And if you come on, I'll buy your fucking shirt. I don't care.
I'm trying to get the
Yeah,
inside.
for real. I actually kind of want one. I want the shower curtain.
Your girlfriend would fucking kill you if you put that up.
What the fuck is going on with us?
Do you guys have
again.
Do you guys have any closing statements?
Closing thoughts.
Closing
I'm
statement.
ready for a cookout.
I'm ready for my wife.
The bonfire. I mean, the house is open for a bonfire, my sir.
I'm probably gonna end up having one tonight. My buddy texted me midway through the freaking podcast.
Whoa, you're supposed to be paying attention to us, Will. Get off your phone.
Closing logistics, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. If you enjoyed this episode of Real Sensitive Guy
review.
Hours, be sure to leave a like and comment your favorite part of the show. You guys might be featured in the next episode. I might put a little blurb of you. Fuck it, dude. My favorite comment will be in the next show in the very beginning. That's right. You have the opportunity to be featured on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been your boy Brandon.
I'm Oliver.
I'm Travis.
And I'm Will.
You guys just listened to Real Sensitive Guy Hours, episode 29. You guys have a great rest of your night.
Bye.